Thanks to you and thousands of dedicated Shelby County Schools employees, we are ready to embrace this new virtual world together. Even though students can't be in our classrooms or hallways yet, our principals and teachers are ready to welcome everyone back with exceptional hospitality and grace. As you support your students in their virtual world, I also ask that you extend grace in these unprecedented times as well. None of us asked to have our world turned upside down, but now it's up to us to make the most of this moment in time. Strong schools go hand in hand with a strong community. Last week, you came out in record breaking numbers during device deployment. You called and emailed and tweeted your encouragement in ways that the staff has deeply appreciated. You set up areas in your homes from which virtual learning can occur. You've truly been wind beneath the wings of the district. Now it's time to start the new school year. It's likely we won't always get everything perfect, but we will always be working to make sure we're doing what is best for your children. Thank you for your support because you know that we are stronger together. Coronavirus will not defeat us. We are 901.
We'd like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Ray, for those warm words of encouragement as he sets the tone for this upcoming school year. And parents, yesterday we had our device distribution, and you probably received an email and a call from me late last night. Want to apologize if you were one of the 100+ parents turned away by the security and MPD. Do know that we're still issuing the devices, and you can pick those up at any of the distribution locations from 8 to 6. You don't have to wait for Saturday from 8 to 12. If you're available to go tomorrow to any of the distribution sites, you can find it at sesk12.org. Please do so. And also, we have a Gear Up Day, Power Up Day that we want all of our students across the district to power up and log on to ensure that their devices are actually working. So we'll put that information. It's on our social media platform. We'll put that out there again for all of our Dexter scholars. As we continue this week, we're continuing with our parent orientation evenings that's going on now, but then also our instructional resource pickup day. It was a success today, and we're continuing tomorrow. All of the consumable type books, workbooks, and those type things, we are issuing those out from the school. So we're asking that you come through our front driveway. We're doing everything through the front driveway now, just in case of impending rain that's supposed to come through. But we want to make sure that we're successful and your kids are successful. So anytime tomorrow between 10 and 5, drive through the front of the school. Make sure that if you can put the grade where your fourth grade, just put fourth grade, on a sticker or something, and we'll give you that. You don't have to get out of your car tomorrow. Just a few things as we continue on. Please note that our school hours for consistency across the district, we are 8 to 3. We are an 8 to 3 school. And what that entails is that we're going to ask, scholars to check in about 7:55, or so they can be part of our start of the day. We will start the day as we normally do with announcements, with breakout meetings, and your teachers will tell you a little bit about that as we move forward.
he's muting himself.
Also, you have the 2021 student calendar. And parents, we know that school starts on Monday, but I just want you to also be mindful that due to us starting the school year a few weeks out, that prolongs our school year. Our last day of school will be June 16th. However, all of our breaks are granted, meaning that we'll have a full week for fall break, Thanksgiving break, spring break, and so forth as we move forward in the school year. The supply lists, they're published and everything. And parents, we do know that these are some trying times. And one of the things that we have been talking about as a staff is granting grace, love, and compassion throughout this time. So if you can purchase the items, great. If not, whatever you can purchase so that your children can be successful, we're going to make it work on our end to have a successful school year. So you have the virtual learning, in-school learning supply list that's attached. Our admin team, just so you will know, I'd like to introduce our admin team, and they are on the line as well. Our assistant principal, Miss Hicks, her contact information is right here at the bottom. You can reach her at hickslm@scsk12.org. And then also we have Rebecca Billingsley, who's our PLC coach instructional facilitator. Her contact information is at the bottom. So throughout the year, if you need anything, after you reach through your teacher, you can contact them or the admin team, and we'll be readily available to assist you in the work. We also have our team of teachers and staff members, almost 100 staff members that work together to ensure that we have a successful year. Our fourth grade team, you will hear from all of them shortly. They're going to be taking it away, this presentation. But also just want you to know that if your child is being serviced through the Department of Exceptional Children, we do have Miss Beverly Walker. Also Clue Services, for our upper grades will be Martha McFarland. And then also to support you with our social emotional learning and small groups counseling is our professional school counselor, and she's on the line as well, Miss Natasha Johnson. So your scholars met Miss Johnson last year. She will continue to the services this year as well. Our school hours, again, are from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And our mission is the same, as that's to provide a supportive and fun classroom environment and encourage students to engage daily. And that's what we're known for, building a culture of excellence. And we're going to do it virtually, and we'll be doing this all together. So this is all new for everyone. As I told the staff on Monday, we in the last pandemic was 100+ years ago. So we are not pandemic educators, pandemic parents, but we're going to get through this together with grace, compassion, and love. Our virtual norms for parents and students, just so that you know, our dress code, the district has, we don't do uniforms here at Dexter Elementary School. That was one of the things I was like, nope, I'm not going to touch that when I was appointed as principal here. But for this virtual learning, we do ask that how our kids are presentable, how you send them to school every day. That's the way we want them in the virtual space. No pajamas. We want them covered up when they're here for learning. The learning space, make sure that it's a clean space that that is consistent to wherever you start, that they will develop routines to be in that same area. Conduct, we're following the same SES virtual code of conduct, where teachers will be able to refer students to the office. They will be pulled out into different groups, you know, like for supervised study or suspensions and everything. So although we're virtual, we're still following the same virtual code of conduct. The teacher will tell you symbols for raising hands and how to gesture for them. Also, they'll be telling you about the restroom breaks and different enrichment breaks throughout the course that they'll be telling you all about as well. Just some of our school programming highlights, our sales support, again, from Ms. Sherman and Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, our 3 through 5 professional school counselor. Also, again, like we said, the Clue and Exceptional Children. We have a comprehensive virtual academic plan, and your scholars will still have their MAPS classes, the music, arts, library, PE, and computer this school year. The typical day of school, the students will still get content delivery for digital learning, and it's still the reading, language, arts, math, science, social studies, intervention, and with math and science, enrichment and brain breaks. And the team will tell you how that looks a little bit later. Parent responsibilities. This is one of the things that we are asking for your support as we work together here with home and the community. Online learning is continuously complemented for its ability to mirror individual needs, and we know that. And it's conducive for environment at peer person level. This style creates high achievers, but the appropriate environment, especially for younger students, can set a strong scenario for success. So this is what we're asking for you, parents, to create build a schedule. Start some routines now with the children going to sleep, how they wake up. Once they get their schedule, they know how to link in to join their classes. Model hard work and persistence. Set up a designated workspace in your home that's consistent. Get to know the online learning platform. We're learning it, and the first couple of weeks of school, the scholars will be learning it as well. We ask that you review daily assignments. Check your grades in Power School. Stay in communication with your students' teachers. And remember, independent learning, complete assignments, reading, math, science, and social studies, and complete iReady as you get those assignments. A lot of these things are housed on our website and then also the district website. But one of the things that's key is the attendance requirement. Those attendance requirements are the same for this school year, meaning that if your child is going to be out, we do ask that you send a note. You inform the teacher. The teachers will still be taking attendance. Truancy is still a part of this thing as well. So even though we're in a virtual space, if we do have attendance issues, Ms. Boykins, who's one of our new clerical assistants in the front, she'll be reaching out. Ms. Brooks, the teachers and admin will be calling out if attendance issues begin to arise. So one of the things that I want to, and I think I am frozen. I think I'm going. So one of the things that they're going to talk about is lunch pickup. We want to make sure that meal preparation still happens and available for our scholars. They will be available on Thursday and Friday off of the Charles Bryan exit, our bus lane, on those days to get those meals that will be multi-day meals for you. And the participants must complete the meal accountability form. The link is here, and we'll actually put it in the side as well. And if you go to the next slide, you'll see just a snapshot of what that form looks like on there. You just fill that out electronically, submit, and then we'll get that here at Dexter Elementary School. So one of the final things, and then I'm going to turn it over to the wonderful fourth grade team, access to online materials. You have that now from, if you have your device, you're able, when the students go in, they can access Clever, iReady, and Wonders on the Clever portal. Students know how to log in. They know their login ID, and that's the thing with the upper grades. They understand it. This will be something that will come second nature to them once they get on the online materials. But in order for this to be successful, as we go to the last slide, stay connected with us, parents. Stay connected. One of the big things that we did last year, we try to, whatever the social media that's out there, I don't even know all of them, but I'm trying to learn them. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Class Dojo, the website, the robocalls. So we want to make sure that we stay connected. And the last thing, parents, it's going to be critical. Some parents change phone numbers and contact information. When you do that, please contact the school and let your child teachers know so that we can update your information in Power School so that we can have a successful school year. Thank you all so much for joining in with us today. And now I'm going to turn it over to our dynamic fourth grade team. Take it away, fourth grader.
Mute myself. Hi, I'm Miss Hall. We're just all going to go through and introduce ourselves. We'll start with, well, there I am. Okay. There's just a little bit about me, and I've been here for a while, and you can read all about that. We're really excited to have you back here at Dexter. As you know, this is my, or you might not know, this is my 7th year, and so I'm really excited to come back and see all my students, even if it is only virtual. Miss Dandridge.
Hi, parents. My name is Barbara Dandridge, and I will be your 4th grade English Language Arts Social Studies teacher. I am a 38-year veteran in the teaching profession. I am a member of the Teacher Effective Initiative, and that's with the Bill Gates Foundation. And I was fortunate to be awarded as an irreplaceable teacher. And an irreplaceable teacher are teachers who are successful in advancing student learning. So as an experienced teacher, I have developed a passion and a personal commitment to helping my scholars succeed.
Mr. Earl is muted. Can you hear us, Mr. Earl?
There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. I'll jump back into the PowerPoint in just a second there. I was in a presentation mode, but let me get out of here. Bear with me for just a quick moment. Okay, let's try that again. Can everybody hear me okay, Ms. Hall?
Yep,
Ms.
we
Hall?
can hear you.
Excellent. So my name is Mr. Earl. I've excited for the school year to begin. We've been at home, me in particular, driving my wife crazy for the last 5 months. So I'm glad to be back in action and looking forward to a brand new school year. These are, as Mr. Sershin said, these are unprecedented times, and we're all kind of in the same boat as far as this new virtual world that we're living in. But I think that it's going to be a fantastic year, and I really look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Ms. Phillips. I'm not sure Ms. Phillips her microphone is on because that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Mrs. Phillips, the 4th grade teacher. I am the ELA and social studies teacher. I have been teaching at Dexter Elementary for 5 years. I've actually been for 20. I have my bachelor's degree in elementary education as well as management, and I also have a master's degree in curriculum instruction with an emphasis on special ed. I have also taught gifted classes before. I'm really excited about joining in with you this year as a virtual teacher. My hobbies, I enjoy spending time with my family and my friends and planning events and attending church. I can't wait to meet your students on Monday morning.
If I could, guys, I'm going to go back real quickly into presentation mode. I had to get out to unmute myself, so just bear with me for a quick second while I do that. Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Deshawn Sappensley. I think it's loading.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I'm so excited to be at Dexter again. This is my second year at Dexter. Although I've been teaching for about, over 15 years. I love it here. The fourth grade team is wonderful. Your kids are going to enjoy fourth grade so much. I want your kids to know that they're important and that they're loved. And I know that each of them will bring something special to our classroom. And I can't wait to see everyone. I can't wait to meet everyone virtually. So I'm excited about Monday, and I hope you are too.
Miss Faucett, did you do yours?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Miss Faucett, you're up.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Joaquina Faucett, and I'm ecstatic to say that I'm going into my 15th year of teaching. I am an Army brat and have traveled around the country, but I spent my teenage years in Memphis, Tennessee. I graduated from the University of Memphis with a bachelor in elementary education. I went on to receive my master in education management from Strayer University. I am also certified to teach pre-K. A quote that I am quite fond of originates from Malcolm X. He once said, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." I enjoy painting, reading, watching movies, and horror is my favorite genre, traveling and spending time with friends and family. My hope for my students this year is for them to completely understand that I care about them, their education, and their future. Thank you.
All right, it's me again. We're going to go through some of these slides together, and this will be available for you to go back and look at. And here on this slide, you can see we have our emails, and we also have Google Voice phone calls. So if you ever need to get in contact with us, that's a good communication page. And as always, Class Dojo. Next slide.
So sorry, guys, my computer, this is the virtual environment that we live in today. My computer is telling me it's not responding. So just let me try maybe getting out of presentation mode here. And if anybody else has the PowerPoint that we sent, if you want to pull it up and share it, you can take control as well. There you go, Miss Phillips. How we doing?
Looks good. We can go on to the next slide, I think.
Well, I gave Miss Phillips is, I think, attempting to recover. I see her in there.
Yeah, but it won't allow me to move it.
Okay, well, here we go. I'm gonna try one more thing, y'all. Let's try this.
Thanks for being patient, everybody.
Yeah, this is
Yes, thank you.
Everybody knows technology doesn't always cooperate, so.
But we are going to learn all about this together. It's going to be fun, and we're going to be better for it.
Let's see. Oh, just one more little. I'm going to X out of that. And here we go. I don't know if y'all can see that on the bottom, but it's just saying SharePoint wasn't responding, so I have to restart everything. All right, so Ms. Hall, can you talk a little bit about the new what do we call it? The Microsoft team etiquette expectations a little bit for students. Just-
We're going to have a slide on that. I think Ms. Dandridge wanted to share a few things about theirs, so it's something that you can refer back to. But it's just our expectations as we start a new classroom environment where you guys will be there and we'll be here. Ms. Dandridge, do you want to unmute yourself and you can go through some of those, some of that etiquette that we talked about? You see me, Ms. Dandridge? If you want to unmute your mic.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to find the slide where I actually sent it.
Okay. And they're basically the same expectations as Mr. Sershin kind of brought up, that, I mean, not that much has changed as far as the behavioral expectations, but okay, almost there.
Okay, I have it.
Okay, can you go over it, please?
I will. All right, team etiquette for virtual learning. What we need to do is we need to mute all microphones. All microphones should be muted. Unmute your mic to respond to your teacher when prompted. Turn off your speakers and use headphones when needed. Questions or contributions that you may have. When you have a question, you always use the chat feature and wait for your teacher to call on you. Remember, chat is for school-related communication only. Another etiquette would be to be prepared. Always, always have a designated learning environment free from distractions. Log in on time and have all necessary supplies and be ready to learn. Stay attentive. Pay attention to your teacher or other students who are speaking. Eliminate distractions. For example, no cell phones, television, music, or gaming. Other tips. These are things that you should do. Wear appropriate clothing. Turn on your camera. Choose appropriate background. Sit where the laptop remains immobile on a desk or table, and the camera is directed at your face. Use your real name at all times. These are things that you don't do. Don't share your screen unless told to by your teacher. Don't talk when someone else is talking. Do not chat in the background during the presentation lesson. Do not mute or delete others from the room. And don't or do not use nicknames. Those are the team etiquettes for virtual learning. This information will be forthcoming. It will be included in the uploaded in Class Dojo. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dandridge.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, so
Excellent. Ms. Hall, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the PowerPoint here. So let me just press control. Ms. Phillips, can you give me control, please?
That's me. Y'all just go ahead and I'll hold the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
okay, well, as you can see on this slide right here, this is how you're going to get into Teams. And as the students already are familiar with, you're going to go into Clever and then get into Teams. And if you notice on the left-hand side where that arrow is pointing, it'll say Calendar. So you'll click on Calendar, and that's where you will find your meetings. So if you can see on our screen there, it says that we have a meeting, and you'll click on that, and that's how you'll join your teacher each day. Next slide.
Okay.
All right. And Dexter has a technology support team that can be reached at the link below. And there's also a number right there on your screen, 901-416-0355. And you can write that down, or you can come back to this presentation so that you can access that in case there is any trouble. And there's another IT line right there. Here is our schedule. So this would be our master schedule. If you notice on here, everybody's going to be starting our morning meeting and intervention. We'll start at 30. And it says at 9:15 to 11:15, we will have their ELA or social studies as the first block, or you might have math as the first block, math and science. Then we'll eat at between 11:15 and 11:45. Then we'll start our second block between 11:45 to 1:45, which will either be ELA, social studies, or math, okay, depending on which one you have first. Between 1:45 and 2, you'll have recess. And between 2 and 2:05 is a debriefing, and 2:05 to 3 is support, and then 3 to 3:30 is dismissal. So please arrive 5 minutes before with your breakfast time completed. So make sure your breakfast is over. We have had breakfast in class when we're in the classroom, our normal classroom, but please come to our virtual classroom with breakfast done. And try to arrive 5 minutes early so that you can be sure to be engaged once our official class time starts. Between 8 and 8:30, we'll have a Do Now. So that's something that you'll access through your teams, and it'll be an activity that you'll start on your own, an individual activity that you'll do each day. We'll also have a morning meeting, and that's where we'll have some social, emotional learning activities. We might read a book or just have a discussion or a conversation, but we'll all do different things depending on what we're doing that day or that week, and it'll be a good time. Okay, and here is a sample of the do nows. Miss Dandridge, do you want to go over these do nows?
I will talk about them. Thank you, Ms. Hall.
Thank you.
Do Now is actually what we call a sponge activity. It's like a get ready activity. What it does, it gets the scholar ready to learn. And that is one of the first things they see when they walk into a face-to-face classroom or even a virtual environment. It is a do now. I sometimes refer to it as dares, but it's all the same. What it means is it's a daily academic review using effective strategies. So actually it is a review of strategies, of things that the scholar should know, and it's an introduction of those strategies that are to come. So actually dares are not what you would say they will get a grade for it. But a lot of times we as educators, we want to actually make sure or ensure that dares are completed. And so what we do, we actually offer incentives for completing dares, like bonus points. And that way they can apply those points to their grade. And also we ask them to actually complete their dares in a dedicated dares composition book or spiral notebook, in which the dares are dated daily. And what we encourage the scholars to do is to actually take the dares home, and that will serve as a homeschool connection where the scholar will be able to share with the parent about what the daily activity was for that morning. Also, if there's a strategy that the scholar is struggling with, that's a time for the scholar and the parent to sit together and to kind of navigate through the problem in order to have a better understanding. So that's exactly what dares or the do now would look like. Next slide. We're asking that scholars listen to your teacher to participate in morning meetings. I think a couple of slides back, we discussed there would be a morning meeting session that deals with social and emotional learning. And that is a curriculum that we have with Shelby County Schools. And you can access the chat box to type in a response to that. But this will take place in the mornings. And a lot of times what we do is like an introduction or a get to know me, or the scholar will actually share out about some important things that actually, some things that are pertinent in the scholar's life, something that may have happened the day before a school, something that may have happened the morning before coming to school, or just a get to know me piece that deals with that social and emotional learning. So that is what we call a morning meeting, in which the teacher has an opportunity to interact with the scholars, and the scholars have an opportunity to interact with one another as well as the teacher. We have an RTI 2 block, which will begin at 8:30 to 9:15. It's a 45-minute live engagement in which the targeted specific deficit skills will be addressed during that time. And we will be using, the scholars will actually be grouped according to their deficit area. So that is what will actually take place during the RTI block. During the ELA block, the ELA block is it starts at 9:15 to 10:30. The teacher will introduce a performance-based objective through whole group instruction that will include read aloud, listening comprehension, shared reading, writing, and an application of foundational skills. These skills will include concept-based activities for grammar, vocabulary, and spelling. The curriculums would be in ELA. We have a new curriculum. It is Wonders. We also will be using iReady, reading, as well as math. We will be using, for social studies, we will use the Tennessee curriculum, the early years, the Tennessee through times, the early years. The math block will begin at 9:15 to 10:30, and I think Ms. Hall is going to elaborate on the math slides.
Actually, I'm gonna thank you, Ms. Dandridge.
You're welcome.
I think we're gonna let Ms. Staffingsley. Are you available? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
yeah, for math, we have it from 9:15 to 10:30 will be one block. And we do, you know, the do now, fluency practice, application, problem, concept development, a debrief, and an exit ticket. And we do use Eureka. I think all three of us are using Eureka as well as iReady. And this is just an example of a Eureka slide. And we will be sending these out a link for parents throughout the year. So you can keep up with what we're doing. And they do have parent newsletters. And I think you will be getting one in a materials folder at the beginning of school. But from then on, we'll send a link for this. Also, we have weekly communication. Ms. Dandridge does a great job sending this out. And we have all subjects on there and just tips and vocabulary, among other things. Okay, 11:15 to 12:10. This is when your child will access support. And you see those listed there. What your child will do is click join from the student calendar. And I'm sure this is will be one of the highlights of their day. We also have small group instruction, and you can see the times right there. The students during this will click on the small group channel located at the top of the team screen and enter a breakout session based on the small group schedule. All right, and then we also have, this is 47, small group instruction. ELA has their teacher guided lessons, math has theirs, and they will all include standards driven instructions using our resources that are listed there. Okay, on this, one of the best times of the day also, besides learning and going to support and recess, we have lunch. So from 11:45 to 12:15. Also, know that your child can take this time. You can also pick up multi-meal packets. Will be available for pickup to reduce the number of times families have to come to the campus. And they'll be served from a modified menu of cold items and can easily be reheated or stored. This is when live engagement, social studies, science, one of the kids' favorite subjects. Also teacher directed, collaborative, whole group, the same thing. We hope to have some research projects now that we have virtual engagement here, and they have access to everything like that. So we'll have a lot of fun having projects and independent activities. Okay, we also have a brain break, and this is a great time of the day. And this says to use Go Noodle, artwork, or other mentally stimulating activities. And sometimes it could also be a time just to calm down or to breathe and have that just to clear the mind and things like that. Just doing some low-key activities such as artwork and things like that. Okay, and I think at this time I turn it over to Ms. Faucett.
Hi, everyone. So during the ELA block, this is also live engagement. Teacher will introduce a performance-based objective through whole group instruction that will include read alouds, listening comprehension, shared read, writing, and an application of foundational skills. These skills will include concept-based activities for grammar, vocabulary, and spelling. Also, during the math block, this is a chance for live engagement. Math instruction will include a do now, fluency practice, application problems, concept development, a debrief, and an exit ticket. Small group instructions. Students will click the small group channel, which will be located in their teams, and enter a breakout session based on the small group schedule. So this will be a chance for teachers to be able to dig a little deeper and address those skill deficits in a smaller group setting. So small group instruction for ELA will include resources such as level readers, iReady, and other teacher selected resources that we deem to be effective. Also for math small group instruction, resources will include iReady, Do Now, and resources, teacher related resources that we deem effective. Social studies and science. For the live engagement, this is a teacher-directed instruction to include a whole group, collaborative small group assignments, research projects, and independent activities. And then from 2:45 to 3 o'clock, the students will have another brain break. This is just another chance for them to be able to take a break from their digital device and be able to include some movement games such as Go Noodle, artwork, and mentally stimulating activities. And the virtual classroom expectations, Ms. Dandridge already went over that, just the team's etiquette about muting your mic and raising your hand when you are called on, and being prepared with all of your materials, staying attentive. And I think this is where we turn it over.
This is our virtual instruction platform. We will be using Mastery Connect for the students. They will be taking tests online, and they also will be doing iReady tests online as well. When they next week, one day next week, the students will do the benchmark test, and we request that they stay as focused as possible in the home environment as they take their test. And we're going to be using Wonders. Wonders is also a platform that is online. You are able to go into there with your students, and you can go ahead and scavenge around and look and see the things that are on there. The book is on there. We are in Unit 1, Week 1. Is where we're going to start for Wonders. We're going to have Microsoft Teams, and the students will go in through Clever and Eureka as well, Eureka Math. All of these things will be done online, and you also have the book, but you can access everything online and part of Microsoft Teams as well. Absent and tardy. Teachers will call roll through the Microsoft Teams, taking and recorded attendance in the Power School Pro within the first 15 minutes of class. Please be on time. Teachers will mark them with the absent by the teacher code AT. The teachers will monitor attendance in the participation window located in the right of the screen. The parents will need to email the teacher within 2 days of absences to let us know if they're absent. And if any other situations happen, just kind of let us know in advance so we'll know how to send the lessons, but they will be recorded so the students will have opportunity to make up the work if they're not able to get online. The uniform policy, Principal Sershin went over that with you as well, but it is requested that if Dexter does not wear uniforms, but the students at Dexter usually dress pretty well. So we just continue to do the same thing that we would do if though we were in the classroom. Just get up and dress. That's what I do every day. I just get up and put on my clothes like I'm going somewhere. So that way, if you go somewhere, you're ready. And it's fun. Children will love it. Okay. And assignment submission. Students will submit their assignments through Teams. The teachers will specify how the assignments will be submitted. Grades and conduct will be reviewed through Power School. The grading protocol will be the same as the 2019-20 year. Homework hotline. If your students have a problem where they need some extra help with homework, of course, the teachers are also available. So if you can send us a message on Class Dojo, but also there's a homework hotline that you can access as well as part of Shelby County Schools. Device pickup, but if the device is reported lost or stolen, I know when you receive those, and I think some people have not received them, but Principal Sershin went over those rules as well, that you could go to a different site and just to pick up your devices. So just make sure that you have them by Monday and kind of log into them. And if you have a problem, you can either try to reach out to one of the teachers. Our numbers that are on this PowerPoint, on our phone line or Class Dojo. All of us are on there. We will do what we can to try to assist you to get on. And you can also watch the video to get on as well. Parent conferences. Conference times will be listed on Teams site in the general session. The teachers will set times specific to their schedule. If for any reason that you need to have a conference with a teacher, you can send us a message either versus Class Dojo or call us on our phone, and we will set it up during our planning time. Birthday celebrations. We love to celebrate birthdays. everybody's birthday is important. I will acknowledge your child's birthday during morning meeting. We would ask that their birthdays are celebrated outside of the virtual space. Please follow the CDC guidelines for social distancing. So you have to look at the social distancing, the quarantine, and isolation, because we are doing virtual schooling. But we will call their names during morning meeting. Thank you. And we are really excited about seeing your students on Monday. At this time, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask us some questions if you need some clarifications on anything that you're not sure about.
When my sister, she didn't get an invitation to join the call, so I don't know if y'all don't have her there to invite her in, or what can we do?
The open house?
Yes.
Was your sister on Class Dojo? Is she on that platform?
Yes.
Or her, she can watch it. We'll send it to her. What's the child's name?
No, so I had to go on my Microsoft Teams
Okay.
from Class Dojo and invite my sister. She's in your class.
She's in my class?
Yes.
Okay, can you send me a message on one of those links, and I will see why she just not connected.
Okay. Do you want me to send you a message on Class Dojo or on Microsoft Teams?
That's fine. You can send it to me on Class Dojo, and I will see why her name is not connected in.
Hi, Miss Phillips.
Hi.
I'm one of your students, by the way.
Hi. Oh, good to meet you. I cannot wait to see you on Monday.
Me too.
Listen, I have a question. How will we know what teacher our child has?
They will be contacting you this week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I have a question, and I'm sorry, I connected a little bit late. I was having connection issues with the Teams, but I picked up my child's device this morning, and while I was turning it on and setting it up, the last part of the setting up, which said something about, I guess it's the student's profile or user, it said it failed. So I don't know who I need to contact about that, or do I just need to try to set it up again and see if it works this time? The computer was connected to internet and everything.
I actually had that problem with my son's device last night, and this morning I called SES tech team and they were able to fix it.
Okay, and do you have a number, or where can I get the number for SES tech team?
901-416-5300. Is it 2700?
5300. 5300.
Oh, 5300. Okay.
Yes, and select option number 2.
Option 2. Okay. And then you guys said that my child's teacher would be reaching out to me this week.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Are there any more questions? We're going to turn it over to Principal Sershin. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, fourth grade team. And if you all were in my office, you will see, parents, that it's for real. I have a desktop and 2 laptops that's going. So it takes all of this to make it happen. So again, we know about technology. We know that we're going to try to get those kinks taken care of. But if you have any questions or need any, I'm probably going to hang up from this one because you'll get all this feedback. So let me hang up from this one. Okay, so the screen, you're just seeing everybody now. So the thing is, we just want to make sure that we were able to work this together so you all can have an opportunity to go in and see the site, see what we're all about. We are excited to welcome your children on Monday. We may not get everything correct, but we're asking that you extend to us that same grace. And we know that together, we're stronger together, and we will show the district and nation, hey, Shelby County Schools is doing the thing with over, all of our students going totally virtual next week. So again, thank you all so much. Again, your teachers will reach out to you by Friday to give you that information so that you can log in on Monday. And if you're not logged in on Monday, we're going to find you. All we just need for you to connect. Once you connect in, we got you. All right. So again, thank you all so much. Again, tomorrow, come by to school to pick up your bag of supplies, and everything. And we'll go from there. No set time. You come on at 8 o'clock, come on in the front of the, not 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm sorry, 10 to 5. Drive through the front circle of the school. Our staff will be there to support you. Fourth grade team, great job this evening. Thank you all so much. And I don't know if our instructional leadership director is still on. I think she may be off. But if not, if the children are here, our scholars are next to your parents, let them wave at us to say hello. We miss them. And y'all.
Hi, everybody.
Well, you all, hey, scholars, you get ready because your teachers are going to be letting you know next week. You may have to do some additional assignments. And guess what those additional assignments are? You have to do the character pledge and the announcements because we'll still be doing a video across the school every day the same way. We miss you all. You all have a great evening, okay?
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right. So we stop recording.